Hey everybody, welcome to week 30. First up, got a pretty simple shot. It's just a Duplico. Put him in front of a She-Ra background from the old Filmation. I was just showing off Duplico. Was lucky enough to get him when he popped in on Mattel Creations. He was pretty elusive back at the time. I guess he still kind of is. So, yeah, just flexing a little bit, I guess. Just wanted to take a shot with him. Up next, this is actually something you've already seen before. I showed it when I did the reel with Masters, the mini comic. But I'll go over it again. This is the recreation from the original mini comic of He-Man leaving his jungle tribe. This is on my jungle dio. You got those grass plates down here. A couple different ones. You can see like a little bit different texture in the foliage, some random plants back here, some of those cheap little plants you get with like the dinosaur packs here. It's one of those foot stones, my little tree house back here, extra rock on top of the battle mountain, and then some tapestries. I like how the shot came out quite a bit. These guys are just, little like Dungeons and Dragons and then Golden Axe to kind of fill out the tribe members. We don't really have like the old decrepit looking people we had, but these guys are pretty good little barbarian stand-ins. But I like the shot. I think the lighting came out good. Like I said, when I shoot on the jungle dio, I tend to prefer those shots a lot more, even though I use the screen quite a bit because it's just easier setup. But there's that shot. There's going to be a couple of repeats because this week you'll see some of the ones that I showed earlier as reels pop up this week. Next up, this is, I don't really do Funkos much, but I have a full set of the Thundarr crew, only in Funko Pops because I can't find a Thundarr that's reasonably priced. So I just took a shot from the old cartoon, put them in front of it. I got some of those footstones on the bottom, and then this little plastic rock to bring Ariel up a little bit. I actually really like this shot. The Funko Pops are actually a lot more photogenic than I would have expected. Probably should have pulled the shot a little bit closer on the right side. It's kind of cropping his sword a little bit, but other than that, I really like the shot. I think it came out fun, instantly recognizable, these characters. And, you don't see a lot of Thundarr. I know some people are still into them, but it's one of those properties that doesn't get much love these days. But they did make it into Funkos, so here they are. See, up next. This is another one I went over again with the reel. Again on the jungle dio, battle mountain in the back, that plastic rock you saw in the last shot, got the sky sled and the shield set up here. This is the ramen stand, the most powerful stand in the universe. And this is He-Man punching the mountain. I put his fist here with the impact shot. You can see a little wire holding him in the pose where he's punching. Like I said, I've already gone over a couple of these shots, so I'm not going to stick too much on it, but the ramen stand with his punching like at the corner of the screen so you can't tell it's the stand does a pretty cool effect, so it worked nicely for that shot. Kind of wish I had tilted his face a little bit more this direction a little bit, but I didn't, so that's how that shot is. Let's see, this is a reel. I'm not going to play it because it's got music on it. It's just some of the shots you've already seen, but some of the shots are like, the longer format and then Instagram crop stuff. So if you want to go and check my reels, it's on there. This one is another of the mini comic recreations. This is Skeletor and Beastman after Beastman and Skeletor kidnap Teela, coming into Grayskull. Skeletor's got the power sword. The background is it's one of those like toy stages, and it's the inside of Grayskull. You can kind of see the bridge in the back and the teeth here. But yeah, I like how that shot turned out. The light shining off Skeletor's eyes is pretty cool, and them just coming in with Teela kidnapped. It's going to be a little bit out of order because you're going to see some more from that mini comic in a different order coming up. Up next, we got Dr. Doom. This one is in black and white because ToyMercs was doing a collab with UC Collabs. So, like when ToyMercs does a takeover, you post black and white on the page that they're doing the takeover of, and then you post the regular on the ToyMercs page. ToyMercs is an Instagram group that you can collab with. They have different themes all the time. I recommend checking them out. You'll find a bunch of cool accounts there, and I recommend collabing with them. You get a lot more eyes on your shots. So, but I'd actually won this figure from Deadman from ToyMercs. So I took a picture of it and used it for the collab. Not really a lot to it. This is an old Toy Biz Dr. Doom. He's on his little stand here, but you can't see too much of it. And then in the background is from the that really kiddie like Super Squad or whatever it was called. I don't remember. But there's like Doom has like a Mount Rushmore style mountain of Doom, which I thought looked cool. So I just took that picture and put Doom in front of it. And then up next, they took some of the D&D crew. This is again on my Jungle Dio. And then they're fighting War Duke. So you got the Battle Mountain here. You got some random plants. Bobby's swinging in on a vine. And then, just kind of them facing off. They obviously scale a little bit smaller, but I think it works because they're kids. There's like a sunset lamp coming through. I really like how the sunset lamp looks when it hits like the rocks on the Battle Mountain, and it lights up the tapestry pretty well here. So it kind of looks like there's a sunset going on. And it also gave like a nice flame effect to the sword. The sword has like a flame effect, but it lit it up really well. And then it kind of like it's reflecting off here, which kind of makes it look like the flames are reflecting off the shield. All in all, I just really like how this shot turned out. These are cool little figures. I don't use them as much. They're not the most posable, and I was always afraid because like the fragility of them when they were first coming out, although I've had no issues with them, so maybe I'll bring them back out and try doing some more stuff with them, because I do think they look really nice. And the NECA War Duke is just an awesome toy, so it's just cool to play with. Let's see, up next, here's another mini comic scene recreation. You got Teela and her unicorn here. This is an old Imperial. It's actually got a Golden Girl saddle on it. And then this is on my Jungle Dio, but the Jungle Dio is like done a little bit differently here. So I took the lid from the cube that I was using, the gelatinous cube, and I kind of like used that for the water. So I peeled back one of these tiles here and put some rocks under it. This is one of those footstones that I've talked about a few times. And then there's some carpet back here to kind of give it like a different texture, some random plants and stuff. And then I used that tree house to be the tree that Skeletor and Beastman are hiding behind. Then some little plastic rocks thrown around to kind of, like just, setting the area up. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It does a good job of recreating the scene where they're spying on Teela. You'll see that again in a reel coming up, because a lot of my scene recreations, I do the collab with Masters of the Mini Comics. I haven't done any in a while. It's actually been a while since I actually, no, I did just recreate this month. I recreated a scene from a mini comic, so maybe I'll make a reel out of that. But I haven't done scene recreations as much lately. But on here, I was just kind of on that kick. Eventually, I want to do like at least one whole comic, but there's always like a panel here or a panel there that are we don't have a figure of that creature, or I don't have the setting for that thing, or stuff like that, or like this character like I don't have a stand-in for. So It's actually kind of hard to complete the entire thing, but I'd like to get back into doing stuff like that, and maybe I can do some customs to make it. I'm working on my crafting area a little bit all day today. I've been out in the garage pulling stuff out and moving stuff around, so I have a nice space cleared out, and then I just need to move some stuff back into it, like a desk and a rack, so I can actually start crafting more and have like a nice dedicated space for it. Anyway, stuff to come. And then here is a shot of the Cosmic Terror Skeletor from the CGI, and then Prince Adam. I really like that scene where like Castle Grayskull crumbles and Skeletor emerges as this thing. So I just kind of took him and put him in front of the Castle Grayskull, kind of looked like he was coming out of it, to kind of capture that idea. And then I put Prince Adam, like, fits in his hand, so yeah, I wanted him to be doing something. This is a cool toy. Yeah, I don't see too many people talking about it, but it was a really cool rendition of Skeletor. And actually, it's like one of my favorite parts of like Masters of the Universe animation was that scene where he comes out of that. So yeah, I just want to take that shot. There is a black and white version of it because it was you know, the takeover that week. Then here's an alternate shot of the scene you saw earlier. It's kind of a little bit closer to the comic book panel. It's from Beastman and Skeletor's perspective. Everything's set up the same. It's just kind of a different angle and a little bit different lighting. I like the previous one a little bit better, but I do kind of like how this one turned out too. Like it, almost like from their perspective, you know. It's a cool idea. But it's, you know, similar to the other thing. You got the water here, which doesn't show up quite as well as the lighting and the angle. And then it's a little bit darker over here, but I don't know, that's cool. And then directly after that scene, this is going to be our final one. This is where, you know, they jump out at her. She fights Beastman. Skeletor zaps the unicorn with the sword. So I put like the spell effect from I don't remember. I think it's the battle armor He-Man came with it, or maybe it was the battle armor 2-pack with him and Cringer. I think it was the battle armor one. I don't know. Sometimes I get my accessories mixed up. So I kind of fudged this a little bit when I was setting it up. I didn't realize it until after I had posted the shot, but you can see like the lip to the what I was using for the water here. I should have pulled it back a little bit more. But you know, I got her in the action pose and Beastman here. It's I don't remember what sword I'm using for that. Maybe it's the one from the Masterverse Tila, or maybe it's just a random sword I had laying around. She doesn't have that, and then the gold one is actually from the Wrestlers. And then obviously with these shots, since Tila's blonde in it, I'm using the She-Ra head. I kind of forgot to mention that. I mean, there's some imperfections with this shot, but I do like it. You can see like the wrinkles in the tapestry. I should have made sure that was smoothed out a little bit better. I should have moved this over a little bit. Probably should have moved this rock back a little bit. But getting them to stand was like such a pain in the ass. And then like one thing, so I had some light back here, and I left a light just in the shot. I can't believe I did that, but you don't really notice it until I point it out, but it's there, and it bugs me. Well, that's going to be it for this week. It's a pretty fun week. A lot of good shots, a lot of cool scene recreations. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. If you like it, like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like it, dislike, comment, unsubscribe. I know I say that all the time. I don't want you to unsubscribe, but I also don't want you to watch the content if you're not enjoying it. So, anyway, you have a great week, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much.